Hi friends. Up till now I've been doing my videos outside because as I mentioned, nature is such a resource for me. But I realize that in these days of sheltering in place, some things that we can do inside are also really helpful and supportive. So I wanted to revisit this concept of orienting and tie in another skill, which is called pendulation. So pendulation is to be able to move our attention from one thing to another. So it starts out like this. You take a moment to check in with yourself. Just notice, how's your breath? How's your heartbeat? What's the general level of tension you're holding physically? Is your mind busy or is it quiet? Just a moment to check in. And then that's orienting internally and a little bit of tracking. Then we shift attention and we look around the room and you notice something. I'm noticing a wooden statue that I bought in Bali so many years ago, and it is Sita and Ram, like the two lovers that have such a sweet and supportive relationship. So I'm thinking about Bali, but I'm also noticing that it's really just such a beautifully carven wood statue. And so I take enough time to really see the object and know its place in my home. And as I feel that, I feel home settle in a little more. And now I come back and I check in with myself again. And I notice that now as I come back, my shoulders are a little more relaxed away from my ears. And feels like the attention in my body is just a little wider. Like I feel more width when I check in here. And then I just kind of let my eyes roam until I see something else. I'm noticing a photograph taken by a professional photographer, but of the Colorado River from times when I was living in Buena Vista, Colorado. And again, I have this perspective on the place that holds in my home, the physical object holds in my home, and also that time in my life was very special to me. And then I come back here, and I notice my even like jaw feels a little softer, and that I'm feeling more present. So just modeling this is being able to like pendulate, like I can take my attention inside and then I can take my attention outside. And pendulation can also look like I can listen to enough of the news to know what's happening in the world. And then I can turn it off and notice that in order to process that I might need to go for a walk or go for a run, or I might need to sit down and journal and write down what is coming up for me. Or maybe one day I know that I'm gonna not listen to the news that day, or I'll take it in later, So that it's the capacity that we have to move our attention around. And when we're able to do that, we can move our attention around. We can deal with things that are stressful and challenging, and then we can give ourselves a break and do something relaxing. We can take on a new project for a while, and then we can go back to what's familiar. So giving ourselves permission to do that. It's a little introduction to what pendulation feels like.